welcome to Sharp Bros Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon Team Builder, and this is going to be for VGC 2017 in Pokemon Sun and Moon. And I just want to thank you guys starting off first here, because the first Team Builder that we did for Sun and Moon, it blew up. It blew up, it blew up. So if you guys are coming from that, be sure to hit that like button and let me know. And hit type Melodic Arcanine in the comment section below. Let me know that you were coming from that past video. But today we're going to be looking at a Trick Room team, and this isn't necessarily a complete Trick Room team. In fact, I'm going to change the name up here because it was just going to be Hard Trick Room, but it changed into the Sunny Trick Room team. So we got these Pokemons here, and I'm going to go over them and what I was thinking about when I was building them. And you guys can let me know what you think in the comment section below. This team won't be going up for a while. We're still using the Melodic Arcanine team over on the Battle Spot series. So be sure to go check that out again. If you guys went to that team builder and you want to see how the team works, go check out the Battle Spot series. But I still have to breed this team. This team's going to take a lot longer to breed because obviously you got to get 0 IVs and that speed for these Trick Room Mons. But yeah, I just wanted to get this video out. So we had a team builder this Thursday. But we're going to look at the team and see what they are all about here. So of course we have our Trick Room setter. We have Oranguru. He is our only Trick Room setter, as you can see from the Pokemon at the top. I was thinking about putting Mimikyu in as well, because I like Mimikyu. I think it's a good Trick Room setter. But the team just filled out on its own, and we ended up getting a Ghost type anyway. We had like 2 different Ghost types I wanted to use outside of Mimikyu, so didn't end up using it. Maybe if it starts calling for a secondary Trick Room setter, we will grab Mimikyu, but so far it's just going to be Jambu or Oranguru. With Mental Herb, Inner Focus. Obviously Inner Focus makes it so we can't flinch, so the Pokemon can't fake us out. And then Mental Herb makes it so that they can't taunt us. If they want to try an Encore the following turn, they can't do that. All that nonsense. So he's just there to set up the Trick Room and then maybe stick around for a while and deal out some damage. So we have Instruct, which obviously makes the Pokemon that you use the move that they use last. So we want to set up Trick Room, and then we want Oranguru to be faster than the other Pokemon on our team to instruct them into using the move again. We have Psychic, Protect, and Trick Room. Protect, just maybe if we have to save ourselves for a round or something, we got Protect. Psychic to hit stuff, and then Trick Room is obviously the whole point of this team. So that is our Oranguru. We have 252 in HP, 60 in defense, 196 in special defense, and then we are Relaxed Nature, 0 IVs in speed. 0 in attack if you can get them. I'm not going to worry too much about that. If I can get 0 in speed, that's all I really care about. So we're going to look at some quick calcs here. This one, Oranguru against Alolan Marowak. With our defense, we can live a Flare Blitz, just barely. So a lot of these stats, I didn't try and live them super well. I wanted to be able to live a mass majority of the hits, just enough to get off a Trick Room. And you'll see why later. Obviously, if there's a fake out Pokemon and a Pokemon that's going to hit us with a Flare Blitz or something, we're going to want to maybe protect that turn, or if possible, we'll use the other Pokemon. In this case, it wouldn't be possible if there's a fake out user, because you can't fake out the Marowak, which is the way you'd stop the other Pokemon from hitting you. But Flare Blitz does not knock us out with no Sun. If there is Sun, it's going to knock us out, unfortunately. But there's not really a way to get around that. Otherwise, we might have to go max, I think. Let me just see. 252 in the Sun. Yeah, it still knocks us out. So there's no way we're living in the Sun. But we do just live this way. So that's why I have that in defense. Another reason to have some defense is the Alolan Muck. It's 252 Brave with Knockoff. You can see Crunch does knock us out, but a lot of Mucks don't carry Crunch. If they start carrying a Crunch, then that's something we're going to have to look into. But as of right now, Knockoff... Oh wait, I need an item. Meadow Plate. Knockoff just barely misses knocking us out. For the most part, you're going to want to make sure that the Muck's not using Knockoff on your Oranguru, but if it does come down to it, we can live it. So that's why that's again why I didn't really invest in defense, because typically you're just going to make it so that Oranguru doesn't get hit by Knockoff, but if you have to, you can live it with this spread. Other things I was looking at when building this Golduck, obviously Golduck, Hydro Pump Golduck as a Z move in the, in the rain. We do live the Hydro Vortex in the rain with this EV spread of 196 in special defense. You won't live both a Hydro Vortex and a Hurricane in the rain, though, so you're going to have to figure out which one of them you're going to want to deal with so that it doesn't hit Oranguru, so you can set up the Trick Room. And again, we'll get into how we do that later. I believe that's all I really calced for Oranguru. I'm sure there's a lot more we should worry about, but I figured that covered the basis of it. There isn't really any special attacking dark type attackers. We don't live Crocodile's knockoff, which Crocodile doesn't get knockoff. So let's say, I mean, Crunch does more, so I don't know why I think that's... Oh, actually it doesn't. What? What? Why does, Crocodile's Crunch not do as much as Muck's? What's going on here? Let's look at Muck again. Because that Crunch only does 73 to 86, while this Crunch... Okay. I don't know what was going on that Crunch was knocking us out previously with Muck. But, yeah, we do live it. So we live Crocodile's Crunch, we live Muck's knockoff. So that is our Oranguru. And I kept alluding to the Pokemon to help us not get knocked down. That's going to be Hariyama. Hariyama. So we have Fake Out on Hariyama. So you're going to Fake Out them on. Typically, if it's Muck, you'll Fake Out Muck. If it's Pelipper Golduck, you'll try and Fake Out the Golduck. Because the Golduck does more damage. Again, Crocodile. Alolan Marowak's the only one you can't knock off, but you can threaten it with a knockoff yourself. Or you can't Fake Out, but you can threaten it with a knockoff. So this is our Hariyama. Typically I go Assault Vest, but there isn't as many Pokemon to burn you this season. In the past we've had Rotom Wash. We've had, who else really burned a lot? Sableye. Pokemon like that. We do still have Sableye. We haven't really seen him much this season, so I'm wondering when Sableye is going to pop around, rear its little head. But yeah, we're just going to self-burn ourselves, especially because burn isn't as damaging this season. It does a lot less damage to you, so we're just going to burn ourselves. Plus we have Fake Out to make sure we get burned usually, and then Guts is what you're going to want, obviously, so you don't reduce your damage output. So this year, again, we don't carry Rock Slide. I mean, you can. It's just not as common to be hitting Pokemon that super effectively with Rock Slide. So I have Close Combat. That's going to be hitting things like whatever you want to hit really hard with Close Combat. Not a lot of Pokemon are weak to fighting again, so maybe you could forego Close Combat even, but it's just a really big, heavy hitting move that's really good. We have Heavy Slam for all the Tapus. I believe this one hit KOs Tapu Lele. And then we have Knockoff, and that's going to be hitting like a Alolan Marowak, that kind of fun stuff. So this is our Hariyama. We got 252 in HP, 252 in attack, Brave Nature, 4 in special defense. Typically I go a lot more, especially defensive, but there's not really a reason to this season. You don't have Sylveon Hyper Voices that you can try and live. Sylveon, again, is in this format, but it doesn't get Hyper Voice, so we haven't really seen too much of it. I've seen like one, and it used Hyper Beam, so there's not really a way to live that either. So that's our Hariyama. He's going to be our tech. Typically, you're going to lead with Oranguru and Hariyama. But there is another duo that you'll lead with, and one of them is the Torkoal. So we are going with Torkoal. This is the sunny part of the Sunny Trick Room team. Torkoal gets Drought this season. So we have Ozzy the Torkoal with leftovers. We have Protect, Eruption, Heat Wave, and Solar Beam. The problem with Eruption, you have to breed it onto Torkoal from a Typhlosion or a Cyndaquil, and you have to go get that Cyndaquil through the Island Skater. It's a whole thing, so I have to still go get a Cyndaquil. Heatwave I might change out for Flamethrower. A lot of we got like Arachnids carrying Wide Guard. Some Hariyamas carry Wide Guard even, so I might get rid of Heatwave for Flamethrower, just so we have a single target Fire type move. But then you don't have the spread move when the Eruption gets less. So we'll see if we have to change Heatwave to Eruption. I mean Flamethrower. And then we have Solar Beam, so we can hit water types like Golduck. Just a different kind of move to be hitting things with. And then this is just going to be a typical spread. No real rhyme or reason for it. We have 252 in HP. That does give us an odd number, which is nice. 252 in special attack, Quiet Nature, and 4 in special defense. Of course, 0 speed. Like all of the Pokemon except for one on the team. And that's going to be Torkoal's partner, which is the Lilligant. We have Focus Sash Lilligant with Chlorophyll, After You, Sleep Powder, Leaf Storm, and Protect. 252 in Special Attack, 252 in Speed, and Timid Nature, 4 in Special Defense. This is, so you're not going to really want to bring this in the back. This is typically going to be a lead Pokemon because otherwise you're going to be setting up Trick Room and you're going to be the slowest thing on the field. So with Chlorophyll, you get ×2 speed when the sun is on the field, and that's what Torkoal's setting up. And then you can use After You, and Torkoal gets to move as fast as the Lilligant does, and it works out really nice. Leaf Storm is just so you have something to hit with. It's super heavy hitting move because if you're attacking with Lilligant, that means a Lilligant's not going to be around much longer. And then Sleep Powder can put some things to sleep for you if Torkoal is in danger. That's typically going to be water types you're putting to sleep. So originally this wasn't a Torkoal team. This wasn't a Alolan Marowak team. But I kind of wanted to use Torkoal, and then I also kind of wanted to use this Pokemon, Pylosand. So with Torkoal, in the sun, Pylosand's ability Water Compaction works pretty nice because it reduces the sun reduces damage from water type moves, and then if Pylosand gets hit, I named him Pylosand, but his name's Pylosand. But if he gets hit by a water type move, Water Compaction raises its defense by 2, and it's Assault Vest, so that's going to take Scalds and things like that a lot easier. The only thing I don't really like about this set that I'm currently running is it's not very defensive, so it doesn't take physical hits very well. So that might be something I have to look into. Maybe we work some things around, take some defensive hits better, but I think this is the best I can really do right now. I just noticed something. This is not the right EVs. We need a Trick Room, Pylosand, please. So, as you can see, 244 in HP, 252 in Special Attack, 12 in Special Defense, just because we want a odd HP number. And Quiet Nature, 0 speed. This is just like the Torkoal, except it's different attacks. We got Earth Power, Giga Drain, Shadow Ball, and Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb for those Tapus. Shadow Ball hits other Ghost types, Psychic types, all that stuff. Shadow Ball is actually going to be hitting harder than Sludge Bomb on Tapu Lele. We have Giga Drain for water types, and then Earth Power just as another stab move. We can hit the electric types that way. So yeah, I'm not 100% on Pylosand. It's been doing good, but I just think it could be a little bulkier defensively, even though it's got a pretty high base defense as it is. So I don't know. I'll have to look into it. If you guys have any suggestions for Pylosand, let me know. Let me know, because I really like using him. I was going to use a Alolan Marowak instead of these two, but I just like Pylosand, and I want to try him out. And he's actually been putting in a little bit more work than freaking, what's his name? Alolan Marowak anyway, so. And there's not a huge reason to have Lightning Rod in this team, especially when we're running this Pokemon, Magnezone. So, Magnezone, it's just kind of worked, and it's really nice to have that electric typing and even steel typing on the team, because we can hit Celesteelas. Even though we have Torkoal, and we don't have to rely on Torkoal, we can use Magnezone. I really like this set. This is the Protect Thunderbolt Flash Cannon substitute with Magnet Pole to keep Celesteelas in. We have Citrus Berry, because we already used Leftovers. I didn't really know what else to put on it. We could use Air Balloon. That could be a thing, because Garchomp Earthquake is really scary for this guy. We have 252 Quiet Nature again. So this is just like the Pylosand. We have a lot of really heavy hitting special attackers, and then Hariyama is really our only physical attacker. But I'm not too upset by that, because there's a lot of Intimidators running around this season. So this is Bolts. I put it as at an even HP in case we see Nature's Madness. I think that's been going away a lot more now. But if we did see Nature's Madness, then Citrus Berry would proc and we'd get up again. What did I have on this thing earlier? Oh, I had a lot more defense. So we actually lived an Earthquake from Garchomp. I don't think we were in Grassy Terrain either. I think we lived an Earthquake. But I'd rather have the damage output. So that is going to be our team here. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about it. There was a lot less calcs for this team because it was just kind of heavy hitters. It's more of an aggro Trick Room team than some of the other ones. Excuse me. Another Pokemon I was thinking about putting on here was a Araquanid, so maybe we'll try and fit a Araquanid on here. Maybe if Pylosand's not doing his job, we could do that, but I like the team so far right now. I've been doing pretty good with it on Showdown. We'll see once we get it on the Battle Spot. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to be checking back to see this team in action. I will link it in the description below once we do have videos for it. And we'll see you guys next time. Stay sharp, everyone.